Hola amigos, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma Bennet and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about my publishing process with my romance books, which are published by a traditional publisher. So a little while ago I made a video all about the developmental edits that I had received back from my publisher, and now I have my copy edits. So these were sent through a couple of days ago, and I've got about 8 days to get them done, although I think if that was a problem it would be fine. I just kind of need to let them know so that they can shift things around a little bit more, and it would be fine for me to have a few more days. Unfortunately, I was right in the middle of working on draft 3, I think it is, of my Christmas book, which I also need to get back to my publishers. That needs to go at the end of this month. So although I'm excited to see my book out in the world, getting that email with the copy edits that I needed to do now was maybe not the best of timings, because I'm just a writer who likes to work on one manuscript at a time, and I was right in the middle of my Christmas manuscript. I was right with all my characters and things like that, and I was having a lovely time and I was really pleased with how it was coming along. It's not the end of the world. I've just had to put that aside for the next week and focus on the copy edits. So first of all, what are copy edits? So copy edits are the ones that I really don't like. They're the really fiddly ones. So my copy editor has gone through my manuscript and has gone and kind of corrected any punctuation and kind of moved around commas, speech marks, all of that kind of thing. And what happens is I am sent a Word document and it's got all the changes in there, and I have to confirm each and every one of these thousands of changes. Another thing that they will do is that they will make sure that my manuscript follows all of their house rules. So for example, naturally when I write okay, O-K-A-Y, but my publisher likes it to be written capital O, capital K. So all of those are being changed. Another thing that they were going to be changing was that I am British and I naturally write in British English, and so my publisher was going to change the spellings to American spellings, but I actually asked them not to do this because it hasn't been done with my previous books, and I think as a British writer it's how I write and it should stay like that. So they've actually come up with a new style sheet just for me, for editors who work with me to check so that they make sure that those spellings are kept as I would like. So my edits are actually really thorough in that they are kind of line edits as well. So line edits are different to copy edits. It's when an editor goes through your manuscript line by line, checking for tone, checking for consistency, making sure that dialogue sounds like it's spoken by the character that is speaking it, making sure that stuff makes sense, that if somebody's on the beach in August, that you haven't got it snowing on them if they're in the UK, for example, all stuff like that. So although it's called a copy edit, what I get sent by my publishers is actually so much more. Everything has been checked in there, all kinds of facts, the grammar. I've also had another few changes that I need to make and little bits that I need to add in. This does tend to happen. So with the developmental edits, you get kind of sometimes bigger picture stuff that needs to be threaded throughout the manuscript if there's something that maybe is either made too much of or isn't made enough of, something that if your character has a particular trauma, for example, you might want to make sure that that is referenced throughout the book so that you can build up to a big reveal near the end or something like that. And if it's not done consistently, then you might need to go back in the developmental edits and kind of tweak things a little bit. So that was already done. But then with my copy edit, I also get a couple of other little bits. Maybe there's something like, oh, that doesn't quite make sense because now she's supposed to be standing in the park, but a minute ago she was standing outside WH Smith's on the high street or something like that. One thing that I had that was pointed out to me is that it wasn't clear how my heroine got hold of a carrier bag that she's looking through at one point. It had been given to her earlier, but she put it in a car, and I hadn't said that she'd taken it back out again to look in there. So I just it's like little tweaks that need to be done. What's really, really helpful is that I actually had 2 editors working on these edits for me, and then a separate editor working on the developmental ones, and then the commissioning editor also read through it. So I've got so many pairs of eyes going through this manuscript for me, so that anything that readers might go, "Ooh, does that make sense? Is that right?" hopefully has been covered, and it's just been done really, really thoroughly. So yeah, that's lovely. What isn't so lovely though, honestly, is going through, I think the manuscript is about 130 something pages. It's about 52,000 words, I want to say, and that is a lot of pages to go through, accepting all of these changes, thinking about all these changes, making sure that you don't add anything in, or mess up the manuscript in any kind of way. It will take me a few days. I did basically like a full day on it the other day, and then yesterday I had a day off, which was lovely, and I'm going to get back to it now. Probably won't do much tomorrow, and then over the weekend I will get it finished, and then what I like to do is just read through it again to make sure that I'm not picking up on anything that needs to be changed, and also that I haven't inadvertently added a little something in, like if I leant on my keyboard or something and it added something in. I'm always a little bit paranoid about things like that and messing up the manuscript at this stage, because it's quite a late stage in proceedings. We don't really want to be making big changes at the moment, and we just don't want to be making life harder for the copy editors, who will then go through it, and then it's going to be going to the proofreader next. So yeah, that is where we are, and I really do need to get back to them, to be honest. I will make sure that I link the video about the developmental edits down in the description below. If you haven't had a chance to see that, please make sure that you boop the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're not already, because we have a lot of fun over here, and I will catch you in my next video.